What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be teaching you all about how to train a puppy with calming signals and, in general, what I'm doing to make Bubba awesome. My puppy is a Dogo Argentino, and he's between the ages of 9 and 11 weeks in this video. And I haven't posted in a while because things have been crazy. Bubba got his ears cropped, and I've been dealing with the threat of eviction from my pet-friendly building. Now, honestly, I knew he'd be a little bit controversial just because of his size and the prowess he's going to have. But look at this connection and look how calm he is. I mean, we're totally in sync. He's not a nuisance or a threat at all. I want to teach a bit about the secret language of dogs in this video, how I'm using the crate as a meditation chamber, how I Ferberized a minute, and basically now we don't have any more separation anxiety, and really how as a puppy, don't even worry about any leash patterning at all. Don't even try to take them on a walk. Instead, as a reality dog trainer, I wanted to catch on footage what my puppy does when he's being naughty and also what my technique is when I'm interacting with him. As always, I want to be the peaceful alpha, which to me is just the mammal and the boss. It's actually a lot of responsibility and you can't take it by dominance. You have to earn it. Here I am just at 6:30 in the morning having my coffee, sitting on a bench, and if you're wondering why I'm doing that, the answer is pretty simple. Everybody has a hard time walking their dog on the leash, but nobody takes a long-term strategy to that. Just sitting there and watching everything helps him take the world in and will make things easier for me in the long run. Here he is walking around the vet's office with his 6-foot noose leash on. It looks like he's free, but really I'm moving around, standing on it, and just limiting what his behavior is. It's actually a lot easier than trying to restrain him. I also want to mention that for the first time ever, I'm doing a hand feeding strategy, which is totally an alpha move. All the treasure should flow through your hand, and now that it is and it's doing that, my dog Jimmy, the other guy who's only eaten hot dogs and rotisserie chicken, is happy to work for some really sort of low budget kibble. It's really astonishing. This is the key routine that I'm peppering with Bubba, and as I'm working it, I'm controlling the treasure, and I'm also working a body language angle, which is non-confrontational, non-direct, not needing to make direct eye contact. Whenever I put the mat down, even at 10 weeks old, Bubba knows just sit on it. He's basically mastered the sit-stay. He's just doing a little scratch right there. That's a little dad. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm reading that feeling, and I'm saying, all right, dude, come on back to the mat and have a sit. Of course he's going to be anxious. He's in a totally new environment. Hand feeding gives you so much power of connection. I'm going to be doing it with every dog in the future. Don't forget to give your dog a release after a long sit stay. I like to use the word let's go, and from there you can just scatter some kibble. It's now evening time and we're back at my apartment, and honestly I wanted to relax, but Bubba just wanted to rip around the apartment. Instead of letting him do that, I redirected his attention into a toy. I surrendered my activity. I took a breath and I said to myself, all right, let's play some training games now. Let's drain his energy productively. I don't even have to do much other than give him this rope toy, which pretty soon turns into a training game because I've got a second rope toy, and all I have to do is show him that one, and he comes running back to me and basically is already a professional fetcher, even though we just started tonight. So I'm just doing a little toss close away while I pick up the second ball, and I'm doing a little tug and replace, and I'm not talking to him, but I am redirecting his energy as sort of the father coach here, which is very productive. And honestly, this play session maybe lasted 2 minutes, and I did it calmly. And by the time we were done that, he just had a pee and took a nap. So I highly recommend just not fighting the puppy energy and not making it exciting when they're doing that either. Just nourish it and make it calm. That's what you'll see me doing. This is a morning walk, and you can see puppies don't really understand body language yet. Jimmy's moving away, he's retreating, he's looking away, and Bubba keeps approaching. In fact, I'm even trying to call Bubba towards me with the kibble, but he wants nothing to do with it. So now Jimmy's escalating things a little bit. He's going in that confrontational angle. I call it the forbidden angle in my book. It's where you go face to face and you drive forward. and you can actually dial up the intensity by making yourself louder and scarier. This is what mammals do when they're wanting to protect themselves, when they're wanting to claim an asset. That's sort of what a dog does when he's resource guarding. So now that Jimmy can see that Bubba's not reading any of those calming signals, nor is he responding well to the forbidden angle, Jimmy's just like, yo, get me out of here. Now try to catch me. Ha ha ha, you can't catch me. And actually, I'm in the middle of nowhere in the enchanted forest. And this is our morning routine, and I just love this because it exhausts Bubba. It helps me work on my recall. It lets Jimmy do some socializing. Also, I get a nice nature bath out of it. There's not a lot of risk here, and I meet some really cool people in this special spot. So I highly recommend that you do this instead of trying to leash walk your dog. The main benefit here is that you get great recall. Your dog's not going to want to leave you. You can see, even though Bubba's running around, he's young enough that he wants to stay close to me. He'll check in with me often, and I get amazing recall and what I will call tension-free leash experience. He's walking around with that leash, but I'm not tugging on him, and we are in connection. This is a long-term strategy. He knows I'm coming with him. He knows I'm checking on him, and this is one of our local spots. So we're just exploring and going on a little bit of an adventure here. Every once in a while, I use the kibble to call him back to me and make sure that he knows I'm sort of the leader. This is nice little sniff time, and if you remember before this, we were doing some posting out on the street, watching lots of cars go by. Here I am leaving him and doing some recall, getting him to come back. That's what it actually looks like. There's kibble in that cup. I'm shaping Bubba to do a long sit and hold because when he's 140 pounds and looking like a white panther, he'll actually look pretty tame when he's holding that position. So even though it looked like he was running away from me a lot in the earlier part of this video, look at the control I have and the connection that I have with him here. Always after a walk in the morning, I'm starting to plan ahead and think, okay, I've got to get to my clients at such and such a time. How do I get Bubba calm and ready for the crate? Well, after a little bit of play, we'll work the routine. It's called a hypnotic. It gets him super relaxed. After the hypnotic, actually, and the walk, all Bubba wants to do is have a nap anyway. So I will indulge him while I'm getting ready for my work. And from here, I'll carry him into the crate, close the crate, and just head out smooth as butter. Bye, Bubba. See you in a couple hours.